and the Sage, which you typically see on Icebox, but both teams obviously opting for the Viper pick as far as smokes are concerned. And I don't know, I'm really curious. Like you said, you highlight the Harbor. I really want to see how that agent shines on a map like Icebox.
Right. So instead of, like you said, having that Sage, instead of Sage walling to plant the bomb, we're going to see a lot of that shield barrier going on out to protect the planter. So be interesting to see how IWU starts this one off here on the offense. Looking like they're going to head towards the B site as a 5-man stack.
All right, and here we go, getting the information off of the Sova Dart, and now we are pushing onto site behind Yellow. Viper smoke is down, and we're forcing Tenside now to play a little bit back here.
Tensify clicking some right clicks through the smoke, hoping to pick anything up that he can find.
And there you go, there's the wall you've been talking about as well, and they're going to get that plant down on default and then play back. But look here.
Easy plant there for Daven. Only one player towards the side of the site, but the flank comes through.
Oh,
Thunderous says no.
Gene finally trading out Thunderous, but now looking for those right clicks that aren't going to connect the way that they want to, but Caps looking to make a comeback here.
Caps looking for the one taps here, and Gene as well. Caps going down, so leaves Gene with 22 HP. The 1v3 situation, not the best scenario to be in here. The Vipers poisoned there as well.
Yes, and Hysteria from Illinois Wesleyan closing it out and putting them on board, winning the pistol round here on attack side for Illinois Wesleyan.
So just like we were talking about earlier, that Harbor just being able to allow them to plant the bomb there. It was a good read to hit the B site there. Only one player on the site, forced them off, got the plant down, played post plant perfectly.
All right, and now as we look possibly to once again hit B, but look at this aggressive push from Davenport. They're stacking so hard on B.
Wow. The classic play going to be coming on through. We're going to be seeing potentially a lot of action here. Or they're just waiting for someone to fall into the trap, potentially. The Harbor maybe getting a little bit...
Gene finds the first pick. Right here in the middle as Park is going to challenge them. Potentially, no, picks up the spike, and we're going to go on our way to A.
This isn't a necessarily done round yet, though. We see those headshots coming on through with those classics, leaving these players on critical HP. Though they have the rifle advantage, if Davin could start getting something cooking here, this is a potential round win.
Turret is going to find some information mid, and then the call comes out from Phantom about the presence here in Spawn. But can we see the pickup there on Kim Poppy?
Phantom now just holding this angle, knows a player was here, looking for that headshot potentially.
Oh, finds it right over the crate. And Tensai now trying to book it on over to A site.
Oh, both these players only with classics to their name. Not a whole lot they can do in a scenario like this while the bomb is ticking away. These players now probably just going to opt to die to the spike explosion.
Unfortunately,
I have to imagine.
We just run out of time at this point, and Illinois Wesleyan is going to probably take this.
Love that heal, though, even though it's not looking good for the
listen,
situation.
It's the thought that counts,
That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes you just got to show your support even in your losing rounds, you know?
Alrighty, so these players are going to be going down to the spike here. Best scenario for them so that IQ does not get those elimination credits towards their name.
IWU.
IWU.
IWU with the IQ, though. Low
Right.
key. All right. Getting the Viper wall set up, basic for B as well. We've been seeing it. But the nice thing about that is that it's really hard to read sometimes whether or not they're actually going to follow through off of this smoke wall.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see what they do in this round, though. They have the Viper wall set up towards the B site, so pretty interesting stuff. The bomb looks to be heading towards this B side as well. The poison orb through mid, as well as the cast, as well as the poison orb.
Yeah, the Caps looked to play aggressive there. Is actually going to fall back to Kitchen, and I'm really curious how they're going to play this. Has the turret there to kind of detect them if they ever do decide to go up.
Oh, but look at this. The double stack towards tube, creeping on up, destroy the turret there. So now he knows that they're in there, but doesn't
at least
know
one.
How many is in there?
You see them falling back on Illinois Wesleyan's side, and they're just playing this slow. And I don't fault them for it. I mean, this is their bonus round for IWU, and Davenport has all the guns. But
Look at Davenport, though, getting aggressive on the A side of the map just as they decide to group up towards B site, though. So it'll be interesting to see if they make that read that they're not towards the A site. Surely these players will start rotating on over.
well, a double flank as well coming from Davenport. Might run into this KJ.
Harbor Ultimate online now, though, as it clears players off of that B site, trying to get that plant on through. We talked about it earlier.
Oh, this is a sticky situation that Park is finding themselves in. Almost sandwiched, but actually, if they do decide to rotate back through main, they might actually run into them. But no, that's so much information for Davenport.
Caps here looking for a potential elimination, finds the first elimination of the round. These players now pushing on to site the defense. Gene getting that elimination. Chem Poppy, though, changing out that elimination as well. 2v3 situation now. The cap on the spike.
And a double pick up there from Kim Poppy and Tensai to close it out and put themselves on the board for Davenport. Again, expected kind of at that because they had the advantage with all the guns after losing pistol and the buy-up. But now it's their opportunity to kind of bring this back. We're going to have a full gunfight for both teams, and I'm excited to see how Davenport now plays once the playing field has been evened up again.
It's interesting to see these players now, the Jet deciding to force up a Phantom instead of saving for the Operator, so not a bad play, though. We see a lot of aggressive Jet players on a map like Icebox. They can just take these off angles on Jet that players don't expect, so it'll be interesting to see how exactly Gene plays those off angles here, especially on defense, because you can get up onto higher elevation and just catch your opponent off guard here.
All right, here is the wall being pushed forward with the Harbor again. Super cool to see that utilized on Icebox, and finds an elimination for Caps on Phantom. Just caught him lacking.
Yeah, Phantom looking for that lurk up mid. Did not expect that angle, though, from Caps, and Caps just able to capitalize off of it.
Absolutely, Caps capitalizing. You love to see it. As we are now, Spike just sitting here in mid. They are taking their time, but wow. They are really making Davenport think about what site they are going to hit.
Spike now in the hands of Harbor. Players starting to lurk up towards the A site, and Gene says goodbye. So they're going to pick up that elimination.
A quick on rotate over to B site now, where only a Lonely Viper is sitting if they can capitalize on this fast enough. Davenport going to be looking to rotate, but they still are hanging out around A a little too long.
Wow. That high tide just blocking off so much information from Tensify here. Tensify just throwing the Viper's pit down, trying to get the poison down, trying to get anything off the default plant spot here. 20 seconds left in the round.
Yeah, and Spike isn't planted yet, and they bought so much time for Davenport to reconvene and defend this site. 14 seconds, and the flawless comes out for Davenport to even it back up 2-2. This game has only begun.
Yep, so these players now playing a little bit slower, especially on these rifle rounds. They want to try to make the correct reads the best that they possibly can, especially on a map like Icebox. So these players are going to be slowing things down a little bit. But it looks like on the side of IWU, they're going to be forced to save here.
Yeah, just a little bit. We're going to see at least a Marshall come out from Hysteria. But, I mean, this is kind of around thinking about for next. You're looking to throw them off their economy. You're looking to get your picks. Maybe steal a gun or two would be fantastic and actually make this super winnable. But Gene's sitting up here really close with the Phantom on A site. And right now, a little bit of that slow push that we've been seeing from IWU throughout the last few rounds. And I don't see them change anything up anytime soon. Park going to be able to grab that orb. Spike's still sitting in mid. They have not committed to anything yet.
Tensify here, sitting above the rope, looking to potentially find anything he can find here. Hysteria, though, on the other hand of thing, looking towards the A site with more of an aggressive angle, but Davenport just playing things slow, especially here on the defense.
Absolutely. IWU picking up the spike, and it looks like they're making their way on over to A. And actually, this is going to be an interesting challenge because they do have 3 and another 4th nearby.
The Sage peeked his head as soon as he walked out, so he didn't actually see him there. So these players now think the A site might be a little bit free, but these players are just playing so defensive on these off angles.
And look at this pickup that we're about to see from Gene potentially if they can capitalize on it. And here we go, checks it, but gets the spike down. Good for 2. Can Gene get another one?
Dashing away, though. Playing defense like he should, not overheating there. Great play from Gene. 3v5 situation now. as the players with the eco are just forced to try to make something happen here. 15 seconds left in the round. Hysteria looking to get something going here.
And the clock is ticking. You have to move now. Missing the shot from Thunderous, unfortunately. And the save takes out Echoic. And 5 seconds remain, and we're not going to get the spike down.
Look for any eliminations they can possibly find at this point. Thunderous left in the 1v5. Not going to be able to pick up the round, but can he find anything?
Davenport putting another one on the board. 3-2 now. See, this is the downfall of playing too slow of an attack strategy for IWU, is that if you run that clock, you're going to have no time if things go south.
Could not agree with you more there. So these players are just playing these rounds so good. I like how the offense is playing, even though they were forced onto an eco there. They're able to try their very best to win that round. Unfortunately, they were just not prepared for those off angles. Gene with a very nice 2K in that round. Looks like the aggression is going to be heading off towards the A site here as these players are just quickly taking space off that cascade.
I think they've learned that they can't mess around with the clock too much, and they're going to make that push on, try to get some information off that dart. And the KJ lockdown is also countered by the defending KJ.
Wow, so these players just trying to plant the bomb, the spike here now, on Raptors. That's a really good post-plant spot. The lockdown getting traded on out, but hard to give up his life for that lockdown.
But now in a sticky situation here as bodies are just falling. 3v2. Illinois Wesleyan going down to just the lonely Viper Phantom trying to make it work and gets the timing on the KJ, taking out Caps. Can they clutch up in the 1v2?
This is a winnable situation. He has the snake bites here online as well. So if he gets someone in that molly, it just takes one tap to shut him on down here. The bomb ticking away slowly here. Will he be able to clear him? He does.
Oh, that's one. This is great timing.
Oh, the Jet needs to do something now. Phantom just playing time like
there it is.
Phantom with the clutch.
The clutch coming out for the team, and that's a great place. See the fist bumps come out around, and they love to see it every single day of the week.
Such a good plant spot for the spike there above. It's just so hard to deal with, especially in those situations where you don't exactly know where the last player is.
And I think I would just play that really perfectly. In fact, a timeout's going to actually be called for IWU to try and figure out, all right, well, that worked, right? The aggressive push worked, but it's not going to work every single time. So now they're taking a second to kind of develop their plan. You see their coach working with them, trying to figure out what they can change to really bring this back on the attack side nice and early and swing momentum into their favor. It's been very back and forth.
Brother preaching right now. He's he's got the strat book out.
He's got the book. But no, I love to see it again in this LAN atmosphere. You get to really see how these teams, we get a sneak peek into how they communicate with each other, how they hold their mentality, and just like having a good coach behind you is definitely a very fortunate thing for your team.
100%. Taking a side look on the other side of things, these players as well. They do have a coach, but I believe he's off to the side, so he's not on screen. However, taking the time to understand what possibly the other team could be thinking about doing off of this timeout.
Yep, and we're heading back in now, and it looks like we're going to be setting up the same thing that we've been for IWU's side on the attack. But I'm curious how they'll commit. Are they going to play it slow, or are they going to play fast? What's the game plan?
Gene's got an operator.
Oh my goodness, you are right. I did not see that.
That's all I'm saying. He's positioned under tube right now, potentially looking for that pick with the op, holding mid control now.
Yeah, however, we do have a lurking Viper on IWU's side, but knives are popped, and we are looking to get a pick down the middle there. Wow.
Hysteria dunking on him from the top row there. Just
that's a head we saw him at the top, taking out Gene. But, oh my goodness.
Wow, what a play there. The dash online now as well. The drone
the recon though.
Okay, so he has to respect it. Backed up a little bit, but my goodness, good for 3 here, looking to get.
Okay. Hysteria was looking for all
little bit of
the
overheat from Hysteria, but great shots from him now, leaving the teams in a 2v3 situation. Ken Poppy good for 1 though, makes it a 2v2. These players, will they expect to lurk mid? Good for 1 though. Oh my gosh, Ken Poppy! What a shot! The 1v1 situation now. Good.
Nice.
4.
With 4 HP to their name, KenPoppy pops off and clutches the round. Fist bumps coming out.
Oh my gosh, KenPoppy.
That was such a difficult situation as well because it was the KJ left alive. You saw them look around for the alarm bot and the mollies as well, the swarms. It's the nano swarms. It's been crazy because you have to think about, are they gonna peek me if I look at this? Is the alarm bot gonna weaken me, or is a molly gonna take me out here? I'm at 4 HP. And they just played that so perfectly. KenPoppy able to clutch that round and bring back the lead in Davenport's favor.
Absolutely nasty shots coming out there from KenPoppy. The flick shot onto the KJ there, lurking. Absolutely crazy play from him.
Yeah, and IWU has to save this round. They have to buy for next. Gonna be looking for that recon information.
Right, Gene still with this operator though. Still a lot of space being controlled here, but Cap's picking off Hysteria here at the very beginning of the round. Where was that pick at?
Ooh, finds one in tube and immediately backs off.
Wow, yeah, Caps putting the team on his back this round. Picking off 2 there. Both of the mid players down here for IWU.
And you see them slowly creeping up into A, but look on B site. The timing is interesting as they just kind of sneak past each other.
Both the Vipers going
I know,
for
that's
stealth
play.
Oh my. It'll be interesting to see how that one plays out.
Oh, the
KenPoppy.
trade out. KenPoppy has been popping off the last couple rounds.
Yep. Love to see that shot coming on through from him.
Surprise! Finds the one. I had no idea that they were sitting there that entire time. But Phantom going to be playing now for B, opening up a way in. It's a 2v3. It's a tough one to get back, but there's so much information even by recognizing the Viper was there.
The Caps on the other side of things. 2 eliminations to his name in this round so far. Can he be good for more here? Pops the molly, trying to get him off guard. Good for the 1. Can he find the other though? Caps looking for the potential 4K here. Echoic trying to clutch this one up as well though. 10 bullets left in his magazine.
Yeah, 15 seconds. It's going to be a tough one. You have to win by elims.
Yep, Caps just playing that absolutely perfect playing time, getting those eliminations that he needs, those early picks in the round. Huge impact on that as well. We saw a little bit of a troll between the Vipers there, but it was definitely
funny.
Interesting.
It's like, who
there.
checked? I mean, who would check that?
Yeah.
You like walked by it, nothing happened. And it looked like there was so much like control there, and you're just like, oh, there's another Viper there. But we do have some ults online for Davenport as well. Could see, you know, multiple come out here possible. I'm curious to see if Tensai just decides to lock down a site with their ult. Offer it.
Yeah, for sure. Be interesting to see how these players use the Sova ults as well.
Yep.
The Hunter's Fury, such a huge ultimate in Valorant. You're just able to take out players from across the map, especially if you have the information off of an owl drone or a recon dart.
Are they going to contest this Viper ult?
They may. They have the owl drone. It's definitely something doable. The spray coming on through though, getting dangerously close.
You see them lingering here. There's only 2 on site.
Yep, there comes the owl drone here.
KenPoppy moving to the back, avoids the drone, but there's some information there on Tensai.
Forced out of the position he wanted to play in. Slowly back into the Viper's pit. KenPoppy looking for anything he can find with that recon dart. Finds 2, so they know something's going on towards the A site. If they didn't know already, the owl drone was there. Tensifly looking to potentially get something going here, but on the other side of things, the other Viper lurking up the B site, potentially trying to get something going here for...
So difficult to contest. I'm just curious if they're just going to end up rotating. We got 35 seconds. You have to make a decision now, and it looks like they're doing just that as they back off of A and immediately start, and Davenport's already caught on.
Yep, Davin making the read here as well. 24 seconds left in the round. They need to get stuff going here. Hunter's Fury is online for both sides as well, though, so that could shut down the round.
Oh, that could literally deny the plan if they go for default.
Yep. Caps, though, doing a great job at doing what you just said, though. The Molly's coming on through, forcing them off the default plant spot. Swinging now, looking for anything he can find. Finds the planter, looking to potentially get anything more he can find, but
They got to immediately plant. They can't stop. Are they going to get it?
The stick comes through. They get the plant on down. So now a tricky spot for Davin here in a 2v4 situation. Tensifly not finding the shots he wanted to hit, but KenPoppy's alive, so is the round.
All right, going to get some information off the recon arrow, and it's going to be destroyed. We know exactly where 1 is around yellow, but can KenPoppy clutch this up here on Snowman?
I can see this happening. The wall bang through that box. Does he clear Snowman, though? Thinks someone could potentially be there. The Jet, though, with the off angle now swinging through the...
Oh, and it was able to swing and get that, but the trade is not good enough when you're down a person already. And it looks like Tensai is just going to go ahead and save their gun and move on to the next round.
Yep. What a great round. We saw Caps trying to buy time for his team. He knew that there was not much time left on the clock, but they're just able to get that plant down with half a second left to secure them that round. Great stuff here from IQ, as well as Daven, though. Great effort from Caps.
Yeah, this has been a dead even game. This is what we were looking for, right? Before this match even started, we just had a feeling this was going to be a close one, and hopefully y'all at home are enjoying this match between these two very talented teams.
Tensify doing the default poison pit there. As the players stack towards the A site, though, Iwu looking to get aggressive here potentially this round. The Recon Dart clearing things out, as well as the Cascade, giving them space to take control of the A site here. Looks like Hysteria just going to be getting right into things, though. Yep,
gets rid of the turret, and now we are playing for complete control on A. And if they can push in, they can.
Yep,
they can get this alarm bot is triggered.
Caps just gonna be playing retake though with that lockdown. I just now realized that's why they gave up the A site there.
Oh, that makes sense. We do have smoke down, which is gonna be
Viper's Pit committed to this one as well. The lockdown though, team getting ready to potentially retake here. It looks like they're not gonna be using the lockdown. They're just gonna be scaling as 5. So Phantom getting picked is a huge pick for them as the pit goes down. Gene getting an operator elimination there as well as they start to scale the site now. The defensive players looking to get on the bomb.
Oh, but the Molly, the Nano Swarm got so much damage there.
Hunter's Fury coming out as well, trying to get any potential damage done. They clear the KJ, the ult's good for 1, looking now for the 2v1 situation.
And the defuse is online. Gene, past the halfway point, they have to swing it now. Do they have time? No! And Davenport secures the round by probably like a second.
Wow, such a close round there. The gunfight's so close as well. The defensive team, though, able to fight as a group, able to find those eliminations. One of the players got picked off, but the 2 players alive fought together and were able to secure that round for Daven.
And we've got 2 more rounds before the swap. And again, I'm really curious, like, what IWU can change to bring this back. They were playing so well, but I think that they're playing too much to their default. I'm curious if a change of pace would kind of throw Davenport for a loop. I like this positioning from Tensai, though.
Yep, playing an aggressive angle here. Does plan to clear him, though. No, he does not.
Yep, getting that pick and immediately backing off. Looking for a shot from Hysteria on A side, though. The Marshall.
Looking to get something going here in the low economy buy here from IWU. IWU with that harbor ult online as well.
Oh, I like that dash. Gets rid of the alarm bot. That's going to be really good. But the defender Killjoy lockdown is online right after the plant.
Yeah, but things weren't hard enough already for the 4v5 situation on the economy round. They're going to have to just deal with that lockdown, but they managed to destroy it.
Wow.
I'm not sure how that went through.
That was like last second, too.
Yeah. Chem Poppy now, they're scaling the site. The defensive players here, the Reckoning was committed.
Oh. Wow, 5-1 up there, but it's all coming down to just the harbor on IWU's side. Thunder is trying to make it happen.
Oh my, good for 1.
Oh, good for 2.
This is actually potential winnable round 2. He's stick the bomb though.
Oh my goodness. If you would have gotten that elimination, I think it was over.
Great decision making there from Chem Poppy. He baited the defuse and then crouched like he was defusing. Love that play there.
That's great.
Secured them around. It's a good thing he didn't stick the defuse. That could have been disastrous.
Yeah. And we're going to see Gene pick up the operator on Davenport's side. This is the last round before the swap, and I'm sure that Davenport would love to go into it with an 8-4 lead.
100% cannot agree with you more there. But the thing is, IWU has the lockdown. However, Davenport has the Hunter's Fury. So they can just counter that one right on out there if they decide to commit the lockdown.
And I'm sure they're going to use it. It's the last round. It's just kind of unfortunate for them that they do have the counter if they were to decide to use it.
I like the decision to hit B, though, as a team. That was one of the sites they were successful on, but they just ran out of time a few times here. So IWU looking to get aggressive. Already clearing yellow here as for the Viper on the lurk, though. Tensify maybe reading this Jet updraft on top of yellow. The shock dart coming on through, not going to be able to find the chip damage it was looking for. The killjoy ult coming on through though as well.
There's the Hunter's Fury.
Forced out. Kempoppy finding 2 off of that. Can he find another? Wow, Kempoppy gone nuclear with the Hunter's Fury there.
Tensai Fly will get detained, but is in a pretty good spot to kind of avoid any trouble.
Things slow down here a little bit.
Yeah, Spike isn't planted, but they might be able to bait this out to make them rotate to A if they play this right. And look at this position from the Phantom. It's going to get hit by the alarm bot and get weakened, but should be okay. Poison Orb goes up, and they back off to reconvene with their team.
So they were aware of the lurk, though. These players, though, committing to stay towards the A site. So it's only a 3v3 at this moment, since the other players are towards A. They do hear the
snake bite.
Yep, Snakebite going to be denying that plant once again. Thunderous finding himself in a tricky situation here. 33 HP to his name, but the spray is going to come on through. Tensify finding.
Oh, but the defense from Phantom to help with the plant was beautifully played.
Wow. Surviving with just a hair of HP to his name.
IWU needs this round going into the second half. Can they clutch up the 3v3 now? 2v3. Oh my goodness, wow. Phantom popping up with a 3-piece. Snakebite goes down, backs off with 17 HP.
This player's now in a 2v2. Kempoppy says no, though. 1v2 situation now. Thunderous, he needs to make something happen. 13 HP to his name. The op shot misses.
Oh, that's a 1v1.
That's the opening he needed. The op shot missing. Now a 1v1 situation. Gene scaling. He knows he needs to try to stop something here.
Oh,
with the time
Thunderous wins these.
Away. He knows he can get the spray on through. The stick coming through, though.
Nice clutch for Thunderous. To bring that round, you see the coach pop off. Let's go. What a round to end the first half. Thunderous clutching it up. I mean, just a beautiful team play in general. I think the way that they played that post plant was phenomenal, and they just really needed that going into the second half. 7-5 is not that bad of a deficit.
Right, right. So definitely a huge, huge round for them. That could be the difference maker in this one. What a huge, huge opening, though. The op shot missed, and as soon as it missed, he swung the Sova. That was perfect timing for him.
All right, now switching sides, though, we are going to see Illinois Wesleyan pop on over to defense as Davenport goes to attack. So it's really going to come down to this pistol round to really set up the momentum. If IWU can win this pistol round, they will even it right back up.
Caps just looking to play a default here, looking to shoot that dart. Denying the information that Davin desperately needed. Hysteria now on an off angle. I was talking about these earlier. The Jet players can just take such aggressive angles on a map like Icebox. Phantom now on the other side of things. Looking for anything towards the B site here.
And they're playing it slow. I mean, they're trying to really make sure that they hit this site perfect. So that way they can win it. Because they do not want to give IWU this pistol round.
Uh-oh, Hysteria, though, backing off the angle here. They might be in for a surprise here in a moment. These players slowly swinging. 50 HP goes on through.
Hysteria backing off. Recon Dart goes, super weird spot, but
all right. Looks like it's going to be a 5v2 situation on the site, though, as the team just decides to scale. Hysteria goes for one, looking for another, finds two, but goes down.
Kempoppy going to be dropping Hysteria. However, Hysteria is still good for two. Plant goes down from Kempoppy, and they're playing a bit of a post plant now for the pistol round. 3v4 in favor of IWU. Can they win this pistol to bring them back into this game and even it up?
Kempoppy with the outdrill online, though, still. So it'll be interesting to see if he commits this one here. Phantom going up the wall, but Kempoppy with the Deeg shot. Looking clean, looking good. Gene, though, denied information by that Cascade. Swings it, though. Park getting one. Gene good for one as well. The shot's coming on through, but 3 HP to his name. It's just going to be...
And they're sticking it too. IWU wins the pistol round and is going to have the advantage going into the bonus or the buy-up.
Love that pistol round win from them. Such a good round as these players just hitting the shots they need to hit.
I'm telling you, this is a close game. This could be anybody's game. If Illinois Wesleyan continues to play like they have been adapting to, they started off with the lead, they lost it, and they brought it back in such good fashion. Their adaptation has been phenomenal.
I just want to throw this out here really quick. 13 rounds, and Kempoppy has 20 eliminations.
They're different.
He's popping off.
Yep.
Definitely a highlight reel game from Kempoppy so far. We'd love to see him pop off more. The Cascade, though, coming on through to deny the information from Davin. Davin, though, Caps just doing a default here, shooting the Sova dart.
Alarm bot down.
As things slow down on the eco round.
Here we go, playing it slow once again, just as you said. They need this round to tie it back up. And they have the gun advantage, but they do not want to hand these guns over for free to Davenport because they will capitalize on that.
I'd imagine Davenport just looking to potentially get the plant off in this round. That would be huge economy-wise, but Phantom sees that little off angle, pops the poison.
Oh, the snake bite goes down to deny the plant on default. And now they're forced into the back of B main, and the rest of the team from IWU is just hopping right on over to help defend the site.
So Davin still looking to commit here, trying to find the plant, but they're just pushing into a firing squad here.
Yeah, Koic getting the one on Gene, so that is the first pick to open it up for IWU to defend this, but the plant goes down. Oh my goodness, finds the KJ, run and gun. Phantom finds the elimination, and now it's just falling apart for Davenport. It's to be expected again, yeah. It's the guns, but the defuse starts, finds two in the back of yellow, and then Robbie just gonna stick it.
Tense Fly able to find one, but that's all she wrote.
Yeah, losing one, still get to keep 4 guns. Going into the bonus from IWU, I think you're happy to see that.
I want to shout out Caps there. He avoided the Killjoy Molly to stick the plant, even though it was a bad plant spot. It was already a round that they were probably expecting to lose. Right. So he stuck it for the economy. Great heads-up play there from Caps. You love to see that one. Unfortunately, not able to find the round, but able to find that plant money. They'll have a little bit extra cash here to work with.
I've never seen that knife. That anchor? That's crazy.
Love to see that Harbor's using it too, due to the fact that, you know, he uses all these water abilities and whatnot. But
Thunder up for the orb's going to get denied because he does not want to get scanned.
Trying to get that Reckoning online there.
And the Reckoning is such an interesting ult just because it forces players to move. Yeah. And that's so much power in a game like VALORANT. Right.
Especially in a game, where players need to stand still to hit their shots. These players moving. So, some shots exchanged towards the A side, but these players not biting off more than they can chew.
Again, just backing off from A. Might make a push into kitchen or mid control here, potentially, but possibly Gene looking for a pick if they were to push up at all. Makes the parkour jump. Love to see it.
Silent.
Oh my goodness.
Does Thunderous expect this positioning? Okay, the rotation.
But the information is revealed. And Millie walled off. Drone going in to get some more information. Is it safe to hit A or is it not? That's the question.
These players, though, even if it's in the question, are not going to be scaling the site anyways. Gene says goodbye to Thunderous, says Hysteria, finds one, looking for 2 here. Knows one's top 410, gets the trade on the Sova, though, as well. The player top 410 still alive. Gene in this one. 1 elimination to his name so far. Cannot find more, though.
And IWU is looking to take back the lead that was once theirs at the beginning of this game. If they can close it out on this Viper. But Tensai is not going down without a fight. 10 seconds, though.
Looks like he's going to be opting to save here in round number 15. Good decision-making there. With 30 HP.
Can't do much with that. I respect it. Holding on to that gun will go the distance, potentially. So we'll see how Davenport now responds as IWU has taken the lead.
Let's take a little bit more of a look at the economy for these players now. Daven going to be forced onto an eco, as well as players on IQ. Going to be using a Bulldog here, so pretty much a full buy from them, but the Bulldog was used last round, so they're just going to be saving that money potentially to buy an Operator later.
Absolutely.
Love to see the Operator come into play here, but it'll be interesting to see how Daven plays this round out with only Deagles.
And already pushing into B. KJ still in spawn, and we're pushing in the kitchen. Using that Poison Orb to get that space.
Oh, I think this is the hero buy coming out from Tensafly here. Oh no, it's a rifle he saved.
Yep.
We talked about it last round. Can he get the impact that he needs here?
And we might see it here in just a few moments. Still controlling.
Oh, the Owl Drone clears him out, though. What an interesting play from the Sova. He predicted something might be going on in the kitchen. Owl Drones him on out, Park.
Oh, no. And Park picks up the elimination on Caps. And Illinois Wesleyan is going to capitalize on that significantly. Going to find the Viper down mid as well as Tensai goes down. Not before taking out Thunderous.
The trades coming on through exactly when they needed them. The 3v4 situation now is Phantom looking to potentially find anything with that Bulldog.
chilling on the back of yellow, but it's really hard to make this commitment in terms of the plant, right?
Oh, no.
Because you know they're hanging around Snowman, but they do clear out Phantom.
Our spike carrier is killed.
Oh no! The mollies.
Park finding the molly elimination there on the default plant. Gene now in a 1v3 situation with the Sheriff.
Yeah, and that's all she wrote as IWU furthers their lead now at a 9-7. That was a bit of a save round coming out from Davin. However, it's going to be a full gunfight now.
This round is going to be so important for Davin here if they can get this round. If not, I have a feeling this game may just slip away from them. The economy of the defense looking so good here, especially if they decide to get an operator online here soon. We'll have to see how these teams decide to play here. But like I said earlier, we might not see the operator due to the fact that the Jet could just get so much value in the off angles with the rifle as well.
Absolutely. And it looks like we are going to be at least put up some pressure here in A. They're going to push up, though, aggressive for the orb. Trying to spray out the harbor. Gets the shot through. Gene finding that pickup. And then gets shot out on the off angle.
Thunder is trying to get the Reckoning online, but Gene says, I'm going to put the Reckoning online, sir.
Absolutely.
Holy crap. The trade's coming on through. 4v4 situation now.
Yep, and lingering on the B site, just in case they peek up, is the Davenport Viper. Clearing out the way, making sure that if we do decide to rotate on over to B, that it is clear and safe to peek that first angle. But we're actually going to be going up mid for Davenport.
I love this play. The alarm bot down mid, though, so they may expect...
Well, it's been smoked off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was activated there. However, these players going on through. Able to hit the headshot there as well.
Finds another one.
Knows he dinked a player as well, but the heal coming on through for the Killjoy there. So 3v3 situation now.
A little bit of damage on IWU's KJ, but I think they can still contest this just fine, especially with the positioning you see from Park right now. If they do decide to look back,
Davenport needs this round here, but the ultimates are online for IQ. IWU.
And
Hysteria updrafting here, looking to find anything go in with the Cloud.
And there's the Molly's Force. And Big Hearted does take out Hysteria, but the time is ticking. The lockdown is online with 30 HP. You can't do much here. You're going to get detained, but gets the one before going down.
The bomb ticking away now.
Is it too late? You have to stick it at this point.
Got to stick half. Go for something here. Tensifly says no. The round that Davenport desperately needed, they found.
And that's what you need to see if you're Davenport, because losing that round was going to be detrimental to their economy, as you stated in the beginning of this round. And they were able to keep composed, use their utility, utilize that lockdown, and just win the round because of it. They played it so smart and are now 1 point away from evening up this match again.
Fortunately, winning that round means that Hysteria will no longer have a rifle to his name, and he will actually have an operator online.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen what Jets can do with an operator just in the couple matches we've seen today, but especially on a map like Icebox, oh my goodness, it's going to be crazy.
A little bit of information being given over to IQ, but not a whole lot. So these players just slowing things down a little bit, looking for some spray shots through the smoke.
Poison's off.
And lingering over on B, you see the operator set up if they do decide to contest it at all. And then we're going to get the first peek coming out from Viper. And Big Hearted actually takes out Phantom.
Hysteria jiggling, but does he know the op could be online? The Aldro coming on through. I like that play. They know that the Aldrone coming on through. Hysteria forced off of the angle, shot the Aldrone there.
And immediately trying to pressure this operator away once the first shot is missed. And there is the lockdown coming out from Davenport.
Yep, forced off the angle now. Probably going to get detained here. Nope.
Oh, nice.
Gets out of it just for a moment there, but Davenport here in a 5v3 situation. Hysteria finding one. Woo. Potentially changing things up here, but the Reckoning online for Thunderous. Will they commit it this round, as well as the Hunter Theory? Sage res, though, as well, so not going to be able to get that resurrection. Looking like he's going to go try to get that resurrection.
Yeah, 30 HP left on 10 side. Finding that elimination kitchen, but there's the res, just as you said. Jet is back in the game.
Not a whole lot of time here for IWU to work with. Hysteria looking for that shot on top of Jen. Not able to find it. Will they be able to save the operator, though, is the question at this point. Echoic trying to save the op. Oh, the timing is his. Can he stay alive in this one?
He will. Echoic just able to save the operator and will get challenged there. No! The operator goes down. Davenport does even it back up 9-9, but no operator is actually that was a huge moment.
That is going to be a huge moment. They're denying the operator, forcing a timeout now 9-9 in this game.
This game has come full circle, right? It's been so back and forth. IWU starting off early on attack with an early lead, immediately responded to by Davenport, and it's just been back and forth, and now that things have switched up on the other side, it looked like momentum was swinging back in IWU's favor, but Davenport has been so good at adapting to what they've been planning, and I think it's just all falling into place, and I don't blame IWU for forcing the timeout here because something needs to change.
100%. Lost 2 back-to-back rounds. It's all good. Got to try to keep your composure here, especially in a 9-9 game. Lots of ultimates online, though, as well. I believe these teams are both going to be on full buys. Maybe the defense may be on a half buy.
Yeah,
we'll have to see.
Like a buy for next.
Right, they may decide to force, though. It'll be interesting to see what the call is off the timeout.
All right, as strategies get discussed among both teams, we are closing in on the late game now for this. We are only a few rounds away from victory for both these teams, and if they can really take control, this game could be over very soon.
Hysteria deciding to save enough to have enough to buy an op next round, it looks like. So I do want to get that op online. It's a huge factor of Icebox. But the fast aggression play through mid, the ice wall denying that information. The space, Park caught off guard, did not expect a player to be under tube that fast. Phantom now with the deagle to his name.
This is the first time they've really made a play like that on attack for Davenport, and they are going to go ahead and get the plant down on main. And I like the control here because we have Jet still lingering around mid, fighting the pick from Ken Poppy in Snowman, and Echoic is now just trying to make something happen here with the deagle, and I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Yep, these players now just not a whole lot they can really do here. I'd say the best scenario for them is actually to go down to the spike explosion. However, we'll see how these players decide to play things out here. Gene looking for an elimination.
Ooh, 5 HP left to their name. Gene backs off, doesn't want to lose that gun. And Echoic now just forcing the molly, and I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything here besides just stick it.
Yeah, taps it, the KJ molly denying it though. Gene 1 HP lurking through mid. Echoic 5 HP to his name. Like I stated before, these players are just going to opt to go down to the spike explosion.
And Davenport takes back the lead, 10-9. They are 3 rounds potentially away from taking this map and furthering their record in this day 1 of competition.
Interesting. Hysteria deciding not to buy the operator. He gets the Vandal. Oh, he did.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Decided he changed his mind.
So Hysteria gonna be picking up the operator, and we've been seeing it so much. Like, if there's a Jet on Icebox, they're gonna be opping most of the time. So
yep. So the op is set up towards the A site. It'll be interesting to see how these players. I thought he misclicked there for a second. He had a lineup. Phantom, though, using the ult out towards the A site.
Did they see the push-up?
I don't know. Able to find one, though, there. That's a great start for Davenport as they push on to the B site here, potentially, but they still have to deal
I don't think
with
they know
the
that Jet's there.
Yeah, Gene could have a little bit of an off
The drone saw Phantom, though.
Did it see him?
Yes, 100%.
Uh-oh, Gene looking to find him. Did not find that elimination.
Will
trades that one out. Big-hearted, finding his way to the site. The Viper's Pit.
Oh, that's a crazy Viper's Pit.
Bro, this guy's got lineups, bro. I'm telling you, these Viper players, they're different. Thunderous now pushing through the Viper's Pit.
Oh, there's a little pocket right here?
Is there? Maybe he has does he have an angle on him from there?
That'd be insane. I'm no Viper player, but this is crazy.
Uh-oh, this timing could be bad. Thunderous with the cascade. He's aware, though. Gets the shot.
Eliminates the Viper.
Wow,
Tensai goes down.
2v2 situation now. They know they could potentially win this round. The barricade coming on through as well for the plant, potentially, but it's on the high ground, these players. Scaling site, 1v1 situation now. The Jet operator, not enough time, though. The shot gonna miss. No time to clutch up the round. Unfortunately, Sage running for her life here. That's Hysteria looking to get that elimination, but these players.
Oh, and big-hearted. Good for the 4-piece for Davenport. 11-9, so close to taking this map. Icebox is slowly slipping away from IWU. Can they change it up and bring this back?
Wow, such a good round as both the Vipers pits were committed there. It's interesting to see how those players reacted with the Gene able to make the hero play over to the top to find the damage onto that player for DU to capitalize off of it.
Yeah, IWU is also not able to have these full shields. They are getting their Vandals and Phantoms, but man, it's been a rough situation. And there's the Reckoning.
The aggressive play from the defense, the Reckoning coming on through, these players running away now. Interesting, they just take so much space off the Reckoning. I think that was their plan here on defense. They don't have a lot of money to their names, or unless they're just trying to change up the pace of things.
And it was really nice, too, that they were starting to pressure A as well, so it worked out great to push them back into spawn. And now, as you see, IWU just really pushed up in A. They're just denying them any space.
Wow, I love this play call from Davenport, though. If they go mid to A here, that would be insane. They'd have all the advantage they need on the players that are all pushed up far. But no, the ice wall comes on through. The commit to B is happening. Park, you need to be good for 3 here, son. You need to keep your team in this one.
Oh, but the close angle here. Will they see it? Caps actually gets the pick on Park. They did not check it. And Phantom trades out for 10 side as well.
Okay, so the 1-for-1 trade coming on through. Phantom, though, in a pretty decent position here. Do they clear him? Caps looking to make something happen here. Does he get the timing on the Gene?
And Gene goes down.
Oh, that was
not
Hysteria.
before taking out
Both the Jet players.
Yes.
So both these players now, 2v3 situation.
All right, Coke starts the defuse. Can they get half?
Uh-oh, the Harbor utility
They're just sticking it?
so much.
No way. Oh my goodness, and IWU takes it with the stick on the defuse off rip, despite all that was going on there.
That Harbor coming in clutch there. The amount of utility you have with that agent is just just so much to deal with.
Yeah,
they can't see where the bomb is. They can't shoot through it because of the fact that the shield is up as well. Like, he was spraying, but just no shots were going through due to the fact that the shield was online.
Yeah, and just like that, IWU is crawling back into this. They are not going down without a fight. And we're going to see Thunderous here with the wall, trying to maybe get an orb again.
Yeah, it looks like they've been changing up the aggression here on the A site. Hysteria getting into an angle where he could potentially make something happen. Ken Poppy destroying the dart.
Hysteria's good for 2.
Wow, I didn't see what happened there, but the updraft to top, getting that off angle. We talked about these Jets getting aggressive, and Hysteria is definitely doing that for us here today.
Deploying drone.
Ken Poppy committing the Owl drone now, trying to change things in favor of Davin. Can they find the eliminations they need, though? 3v5 situation as both Hunter's Furies online.
Ooh,
The alert from Park.
Tensai. And it's just slowly falling away from Davenport. IWU so close to evening it back up yet again.
2v5 situation now. It's looking like we're going to be going to 11-11 here unless they can make something happen. Caps looking for the headshot he needs.
Oh my goodness, this is so close.
Thunderous finding the first. Caps
There it
finding
is.
one, though.
Destroyed.
I don't know why. I just got this feeling. I think Caps is about to go nuclear here. The recon dart coming out through. Not going to be able to land the
reload.
shot.
And IWU taking it to bring it to 11-11.
That first shot was giving me.
I know.
was giving me the feels, man. I thought he was about to pop off.
They were entering the flow state. They
Yeah,
were
yeah.
going in.
Unfortunately, though, the recon dart's just too much to deal with as the player is forced off the top of rafters and into the firing squad down below.
IWU, just a great adjustment from them to bring themselves back. This could actually end up going to an OT.
This is a very, very important round here. Both these teams on a full buy, 11-11. This is make or break now. A lot of these teams, not a whole lot of economy left to work with. Echoic looking for that information early round, though. Tensify looking to make his way up in the kitchen.
All right, another Molly put in there, but Echoic finding the elimination on Tensai.
Through the smoke.
Absolutely nets a huge pick in a situation like that.
All right, Davenport now with 4 ultimates online. The wall was committed. Trying to get the plant on down, though. DU forced on out by that snake bite, though.
Phantom finding another one.
Phantom with a huge play there. 3v5 situation now, but 3 ultimates online for Davenport. Will they decide to commit these ultimates?
That's the hard part, right? We're in the end game. Like, do you save them for the next round to try and even up and bring it to an OT, or do you try to take back this round while still being down two players?
It'll be interesting to see what they decide here. Hysteria, though, holding the rotate as no players are towards the A site, but if he can find one on this rotate, it would be huge.
Almost was good for 2 off the
Oh
Collat.
my, fights up a little bit more than he can chew, but
Almost went back in with the res, gets it back in, and now it's a 3v3, but
my.
taking out the Sage.
Echoic good for 2 on the Hunter's Fury, swinging through the kitchen now. Historia cannot hear him due to the fact that the Hunter Fury's online. 2v1 situation now, 20 seconds on the clock. Tensify needing to make something happen here. 20 seconds though, needs to find the elimination here on the Viper, but the crossfire.
And Illinois Wesleyan taking it off of playing defensive. They knew that they had to commit to the spike hit. They just played their angles, and now IWU is on match point.
What an absolute great Hunter's Fury coming on through from Echoic, absolutely clutching up that round there for his team. Found 2 eliminations, and then the Viper even said, hey, play off my contact under tube. Gets that peak, gets that elimination there, and that just brings them to 12-11 here.
All right, looking for that A control yet again on Davenport. They gotta make it happen now. This is your last chance, or you're gonna be going down another map here on day 1 of the tournament.
Echoic here, finding that early information on that Viper player mid. Ken Poppy as well as finding the information that the operator set up towards A, but Caps picks the up.
Absolutely phenomenal play from Hysteria, and that's the pick that IWU needs to win this right here and now.
Hysteria says, I don't care about your owl drone. I'm holding this angle. I'm getting this elimination. I'm taking us to OT here.
And knives are out as well if they want to play the close combat as well. Thunder is still controlling down here, but will they get challenged? That's the question.
The Reckoning as well as the lockdown here online for Illinois. This is huge as Hysteria finds another elimination. 5v3 situation. Now we may be looking at overtime here. The Reckoning now committed. Echoic.
Oh, that's so much information. The Sage is stuck, and Spike goes down.
Oh no, Gene on 5 HP. Historia over the top, finding that elimination. Ken Poppy though, good for 1, looking for another, but Park says
and
no.
we see 13-11. Illinois Wesleyan University taking the series into a back and forth. They were out of it and they were in it so much in this entire map.
What a great match here on Icebox. These teams going neck to neck in the scoreline. The operator shots, though, from Hysteria, keeping his team alive.
A crazy game. I mean, you love to see it. Ken Poppy definitely popping off and was a namesake for that. It was a crazy play from them, but it's IWU in the end.
You want to know what I loved seeing that match, though, the most? Was definitely the Harbor pick. The amount of Reckoning ults that actually got so much value there was huge for that team.
I mean, there was that one aggressive play on A site where they literally pushed them back into spawn and gained so much space and were able to play aggressive and up because of that. Phenomenal play all around.
Love to see those off angles from the Jet players as well. Icebox, one of those maps where it's interesting to watch due to the fact that these Jet players can get all those off angles. But what a great first game. Third game here from IWU. IWU picking up the victory over Davenport. So
absolutely,
it'll be interesting to see where the score lines are looking like after that.
Yeah, let's take a look at the current standings if we have them updated on production side. But that's going to be another one on the board for IWU. I believe that puts them at a 1-2 or 2-1. I can't remember.
1, I believe, for IWU.
But yeah, we have the standings here right now for what we at least have now. IWU actually, oh no, they're 2-0.
Oh wow. Did they have a bye?
Yeah, they had the bye.
Alrighty, so 2-0 for IWU here. Fairly strong showing for them. Are we going to be interviewing any players from that match, or is that
I'm waiting
the end
to
of
get
that
notice here in our production chat, but yeah, we should be hearing back from one of their players momentarily. Here is some other matches that were going on. It looks like for the most part, actually, we're still waiting on some of the results as well. But yeah, IWU just absolutely popping off. It looks like we're gonna be getting Hysteria on standby here in just 1 second as we get to hear a little bit about their perspective on Icebox. What's going on? Here you go. You can grab this for you. All right, Hysteria, welcome. Phenomenal play. Let's talk about it. I mean, you guys popped off. There was so much back and forth in that entire Icebox map, and it required so much adaptation from you guys, and specifically you as a player as well. How did you adapt and change your play style from your perspective and from the team's perspective to bring that back into your favor?
Specifically on defense, we noticed pretty early on that they were not really fighting for space. Instead, they were kind of waiting for us to give it to them, seeing what they could take without using any util, and then saving the util for post plant. So a good couple rounds where they went B, I had calmed to our Viper to give it to them, to let them come on, and so we would know where they were and we would play around it. And that worked pretty well for us for the majority of the rounds. I tried something else, having me swap over to B at one point, but we gave up on that and went back to what we were doing initially. And I felt like they were playing slow a lot. They didn't really want to fight us very much. So once we went back to fighting A hard, it was a lot easier for us to like really take advantage of it. So
that's something we noticed, especially was just how much space y'all controlled, especially on the A side, as you noted, and really punished them for their patient play. And I think you guys adapted phenomenally. So let's talk about kind of your run so far. So this is, you're undefeated, correct?
that's 2-0 so far.
Yeah, 2-0. Y'all had a bye as well. And moving forward, we still have 4 more matches. Is there something like on the radar what you're looking forward to? Do you have kind of like what's the mentality moving forward as you all have come here to compete? And I guess what do you expect moving the rounds forward? What's the mentality?
Our expectations for the rounds coming forward are, well, honestly, there's not too much that I'm expecting. From us individually, I'm like nothing more than what we have been doing so far. I think we're all playing at a point where we're all very comfortable with what we're doing, and we aren't like expecting anything that
That's good.
It isn't going to be able to be provided from each other. Honestly, I don't think there is too much for us like on our side that we need to look for or look forward to outside of just keeping what we're doing, keeping the way our comms are flowing, and just keeping the ideas flowing. But outside of the other teams, I guess I'm just ready. Like
You're just ready for it all.
I've kind of mellowed out, and I'm just taking it one step at a time. Ready for when I see the team in front of me, we see their comp, we know how they're gonna want to play just from the comp alone. It doesn't matter too much what we're gonna be getting from the players. So.
Yeah, and if you guys keep playing the way that you have been, the coordination has just been so key, and it's worked out so well for y'all, and it looks like communication has just been on top. It sounds like y'all just are really on top of that coordination. I think if you keep that up, you're going to have a really good time the rest of this event, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you all have left in store for Illinois Wesleyan, and we're here for it. We got plenty more matches to be played. We got a whole other day tomorrow, which I'm sure, y'all will fight as hard as you can for that top seed, and we got plenty more matches. But anything else you want to say before we head on out to break?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Cool. We're looking forward to it here at Game Arena with the Act 1 for Game Arena's VALORANT tournament. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with another match for you, and we'll be looking forward to seeing how Illinois Wesleyan continues to make their run. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys soon.